The flat versus spin serve. Which one is better for your game? And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. So this is going to be different than a lot of YouTube videos that you watch, because I feel that a lot of coaches out there just stay stuck in their junior mindset and think about always coaching somebody to be a high-level junior or college player that might have potential to become a pro, which probably is never going to happen anyway. And we're ignoring the vast majority of players out there, which are my totally obsessed tennis players, and they're rated anywhere from a 3.0 to a 4.0 level. This is about 80% of the tennis population. So if percentages are a real thing, there's a good chance that you're between 3.0 and 4.0 watching this video, and you're thinking, should I be hitting slice? Should I be hitting kick? Should I be hitting flat? You might be thinking, I've got to learn how to hit a spin serve, and flat serve is going to be wrong, and you have a frying pan or semi-Western grip when you're going to serve. And so if you have this, it's going to be pretty much impossible. You're going to have to hit the ball flat like that. It's pretty much going to, I'm not great serving with this grip, but it's going to be almost impossible for you to have any kind of decent spin on your serve. So most people are just going to thinking, well, spin, most coaches are going to tell you spin is safer. You have to learn how to hit a spin serve because spin is safer. But here's the thing. Spin becomes a safer serve when you have great technique, okay? If you have great technique and you have the continental grip and you have the right swing path, what eventually happens if the technique is there and then you eventually get the timing, the confidence, the faster you swing at a serve like that, the safer it becomes. Max racket head speed becomes safe. If you guys remember when Alexander Zverev was having his tough time on tour, he had all the right fundamentals, but there was something up here. Maybe it was the height of his toss threw him off. I don't know what it was exactly, but there was something that would have him decelerate as he'd go to hit, and he'd hit a lot of second serves long like that, and he'd have a lot of double faults. So a spin serve becomes a serve you should use most of the time if you have great technique, okay? Because then great technique is usually built around spins. If you look at a topspin forehand, right? That's built around spin and max racket head speed. It's the same thing with a topspin backhand. And it's certainly true with a serve. The serve gets safer and safer the more you have max racket head speed, okay? I'm not jumping. I can hit the serve a lot harder. But when I'm swinging, I'm making sure that I pretty much accelerate as fast as I can. That's going to make the serve the safest. When I go to serve, if I go to hesitate or slow down, or if I hit the ball too low, my serve is going to start to become shaky. I'm going to have some of them fly out like that. So for a lot of people out there, even though coach after coach has told you the spin serve is the safest serve for you, it actually is the most dangerous serve for you because it requires you to have the correct technique, the correct grip, and super confidence, right? So if you're feeling at all jittery, at all nervous on your serve, and you're just told over and over again by coaches that you should be hitting with spin, and you just end up double faulting and you feel like you're having a nightmare, well, I've got news for you. It's okay to actually hit more of your serves flat. And who should be hitting most of their serves flat are the recreational players who have, quote unquote, the wrong grip. But I say it's the right grip until it's wrong, right? If you can go out there and win the majority of your 3-0 matches with the wrong grip that coaches are telling you have, then is it the wrong grip? No, you just like almost went undefeated with the wrong grip at 3.0. You're fine, right? If you can do the same thing at 3.5, yes, you're fine. Now, if you want to get up and play a 4-5 level, or you have some kind of like dream that you're going to become a pro, well, then you cannot have this grip. But with this grip, so if you're somebody watching this video and you realize, okay, yeah, shame on me, I don't have the right grip. Don't worry about it. Then you pretty much should be hitting flat, and you should have a low toss, and you shouldn't be trying to do the biggest mistake you can make with your flat serve, because usually when we think about flat, we think about hard, okay? So if you have a flat serve as your main serve right now, let me stand over here, I think it's a little more clear. I don't want you for the most of the match to go one massive big flat serve for your first serve and then you've got to just pity pat the second serve. I actually want your toss to be pretty low. We're going to be using most of the shoulder. See, when we have the correct grip, we're more using a throwing motion. When you have this frying pan grip, it should be more of a pushing, punching motion with your shoulder and your hip. So what you want to do is just find a mid-range pace that you can control really well and get 60% of your first serves in like this. Just come here, this is fine. See, if you're serving about that pace right there, there's not many guys, 3-5 players that are going to make you pay for this serve. This is going to be fine. So I want you putting the majority of your first serves in like that, and then your second serve, once you get the feeling of this, your second serve doesn't need to be that much slower. Maybe it's just a little slower and you're getting the ball in play, okay? That's what I want you to do if you know that and you should video yourself, and then you'll find out real quick. If you know that your serve has deficiencies in it, and you especially have the wrong grip, you should be using more of a flat serve for most of your serves, because with this grip, you really can't spin the ball too well. I've seen some recreational players with this grip who can somehow kind of fool me and learn. See, I can put some spin in there with the wrong grip. I mean, I've seen some recreational players do it, so you can do it. And if you're watching this, and you're like, well, I'm pretty good at that, and it makes your serve safer, then by all means, you should put some kind of spin on it, because spin does help. You see, if you're hitting with spin, it does help to keep the ball in. You see how fast I can swing and that ball goes in? Where I'm hitting the ball flat, it is more risky. It tends to fly on you more, especially when you're going at max racket head speed. That's why I say you should be thinking about not going at max racket head speed if you hit more of a flat serve, right? So if I hit more of a flat serve, I kind of want to regulate my serve and just hit like 50 to 60% of your racket head speed power. 50 to 60% of your racket head speed power. Now, what's different about hitting a spin serve is I can hit a serve that is, the weird thing is it's like 50 to 60% or 70% of my power, but I'm still at max racket head speed. How does that happen? So that all comes down to how much spin I want to put on the ball. So the more spin I put on the ball, see, I'm making it safer. I can make that serve all day long. Even though I'm going at max racket head speed, the spin I put on the ball makes it safer and makes it go slower, right? So spin actually slows the ball down. So I'm able to swing as fast as I want, but still feel safe there. See, now how would I speed that up? I'm at max racket head speed. How would I speed that up and make it more risky? Well, I just look to hit the ball more flat, and now I can hit through it more, okay? So that's the lesson for today. I want you to kind of really have an honest conversation with yourself. Evaluate your technique. The more your technique is not comfortable with a continental grip, the more you know that you do have what's called the waiter tray position, and you're not going to change it this season, then you should be hitting more flat serves than spin serves, in my opinion, but not going out there and going for like the big bomb flat serve, right? And then the pity pat second serve. No, you should be more swinging 50 to 60% of your max racket head speed, get into a nice little groove, and be able to put most of your serves in play, and let's get the points started. They're not going to kill you with that serve. That's okay. I know it's not a great serve, but again, remember, you're playing between a 3-0 and a 4-0 level. Not many people are just going to make you pay for that time and time again. They might make you pay once in a while and embarrass you, but that could even happen if you hit a great serve. I've hit some great serves, and somebody has made me look like a fool because they just timed it right, and they got the strings right there in the middle, and they hit it back twice as fast as I just hit a great serve. So that can happen even with a great serve. Now, if you're working towards, and you have the continental grip, and your swing path is getting pretty good, then what you have to work towards, you want to hit more spin serves than flat serves, and you want to work towards max racket head speed. If you have a continental grip and your fundamentals are good, but you're still developing your serve, the thing that is going to put you over the edge is going to be trust, because it must be built around max racket head speed. You cannot hold back. If you have a low contact point, right, that's going to be inconsistent and it's going to float. If you slow down right as you're about to hit, you're going to make the ball fly out. So there you go, guys. That is the spin serve versus the flat serve. Which one you should use more all depends on your skill level and your technique. And you have to have an honest conversation with yourself where you're at. Now, if you're looking to get everything to the next level, there's actually 6 pillars to tennis. Did you know that? There's, according to the USPTA, which is basically like who we all look towards as coaches, how to learn how to coach. There's also the PTR and everything like that. I'm not knocking one, saying one's better than the other, but I think they did a good job to define the 6 pillars. Do you want to know what they are? They're technical, which we kind of talked about. There's the physical. There's the mental. We certainly know about that. There's strategy and tactics. And there's also your environment. You got to have a good environment to really learn in and be comfortable and have fun, but still be working hard. And that's what we're going to help you do with TennisCon 7 this year. We're going to help you bulletproof your game in the 6 pillars of tennis because we have experts in every single industry helping you get better. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to play you a preview so you can see all the amazing coaches that we're having coming to TennisCon 7. If that sounds good, get your free ticket right now. This event's coming in October, and it's a lot of fun, and I want to see you at the event. This is Pete from Crunch Time Coaching signing off. If you enjoyed this video at all, please give me a like. It really helps the channel. And if you're obsessed with tennis, you want to subscribe because that's what we're all about here. We're obsessed. We're totally obsessed. We'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy this preview.